friends, my name is Hannah Flanagan and I am an artist and illustrator based in the west of Ireland, and welcome to my studio. Yay! So this is a long-awaited studio tour, so I'm going to stop talking to you now and just get straight into the studio tour itself. So briefly, this is my sitting room. It's a very cozy green room. And it's quite dark naturally because we only have this one light source versus this room here which has a million. But yes, so you walk in through the sitting room door. For some reason there's an outside door in this room. I don't know why. But yes, this is the view when you walk straight in. So we're going to start with the more boring stuff first. This is a little bit dusty. I really should have cleaned this before I started doing anything. But this is a beautiful antique writing desk that my parents gave to me. They had it and they had it in their house, but they moved to a more modern house and it didn't suit it here anymore. So in here it has like space for letters. I don't really keep much of anything in there. And then you can lift this bit up and you can pull this out, and then this comes up, but I have stuff here so I'm not going to lift that up. And then you have space. You have these antique ink pots and stuff like that as well. And we have little drawers. These are old business cards, so I don't really use them too much, and an old stapler. So I don't keep a whole lot of stuff in here, but I do keep, this is a wax seal kit, and then these are my stamps that I use for my packaging. So I have a please do not bend one, a thank you one, I have my business cards, and I also have my stamp that says Hannah Flanagan Art. It says Hannah Flanagan Art. Special delivery. There you go. So that's my stamp that I use, and that's the ink that goes with it, and I have loads of spare post-it notes as well. So that's it's kind of like a mini packing station. And then it has a good few drawers on the side. I don't think I have much in here. This is cheaper printer paper. Then here I have a load of acrylics. I don't use acrylics that often, that's why they're kind of just thrown in here. And I have this medium which makes acrylic paint matte apparently, but I've never actually used it, so we'll see. But yeah, these are just if I want to kind of play around with acrylics and do some really big pieces. And then this one, I have some herbs and candles and sage and stuff, so this is for more witchcrafty hobby stuff. And then this one is empty apart from my very first attempt at a punch needle. So this is my singular punch needle work. Yeah. It's okay. I don't think it's that great, so that's it. This is an orange tree actually that my husband planted from a seed from an orange from the shop, and I look after the plant for him. But yeah, it's doing pretty well. Here we have a monstera that I got from Aldi. Here's a thrilling view of the back of my house. Then up here, this is just many trinkets. This is a print from Samantha Mash. We'll start from the top down. This is one of these calendars. My brother got me this for 2024, and like every day you tore off a layer that slowly revealed this treehouse. So that was my 2024 calendar. This is from a blind box that I got on honeymoon. This is a little guy. This is a little guy I made in my ceramics class. So you can see he has a bum. Yeah. I made him. I think he's pretty cute. And then here we have a little ceramic rabbit and pumpkin. These are from Agatha Ceramiform. Here we have a Lego set of the, what are they called? I forget what they're called. They're from Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes. You know, the ones that like unlock the map for you. And then we have these little creatures This is from Fat Cat Ceramics, Aoife Natsume. She's a ceramic artist based in Galway. And I got these lovely ceramics from her. Look at this little snail. How cool is that? Sorry if you hear my dog whinging in the background. She's upset because I'm not paying attention to her. Molly, are we not paying attention to you? Oh, poor baby. So yeah. And then here we have some Warhammer figurines that I painted. I don't play Warhammer, but I thought the figurines were pretty fun to paint. Here we got this guy. He's got a little crackly bottom. And then I got this one. I think he's a little bit broken because he survived a few different moves, but oh, he's also extremely dusty, goodness me. But yes, that's my brief foray into Warhammer. two figurines. And then up here we have loads of mediums. These are two little things that I got. These are little kind of like paper theatre, I think they're called. We have Cardcaptor Sakura, and then we have Satsuki Mei from Totoro. So we're gonna move these guys down. I got those while I was in Japan on honeymoon. Then we have nail polish remover, which is very unexciting. And then we have Gamsol, which is a odorless solvent that I use for my oil paints. I have satin varnish, gloss varnish, and then I have pastel fixative, and I also have Mod Podge. I've never actually used Mod Podge before. I don't really know why I got this, but I guess maybe I just got it as some sort of sealant. These are mainly sealants and solvents that I have. And then I have my Blue Yeti, which is what I use to record voiceovers when I'm doing voiceovers. And then here, this is the stand that I use for my top-down filming when I'm filming with my camera, and then this, or with my phone, and then this is just a small tiny little tripod. And here we have a mini nail polish remover, and then that's the charger for my Garmin. And then here we have gloss varnish, and we have two little plushies. We have a Sleepy Gengar and we have Mew, and they're obviously just for show. They're from, I got those in the Pokemon Center in Japan. And then we have any of my current spare inks for my printer, which are ridiculously expensive. And then on this shelf here I have my, what do we call this? Yarn Swift. So like this is what kind of splays out the skein, and then this is the winder. So this is just for winding yarn. And then we will move over here. We have a cat tree. Here we have Molly. She's upset at me because I haven't paid attention to her. This we jokingly call the display couch because it's a lovely couch, but it's not very comfortable to sit on. And Molly loves to sleep on it, so that's where she sleeps most of the time when she's in here with me. I think underneath here I have like an ironing board and another tripod and a thing for opening up my Velux windows. Let's get another cute view of Molly here. She's all wet because we went on a rainy walk today. Did we go on a rainy walk today, Molly? Yeah. Her dad just made a noise. Look at those paws. What are those paws doing? Okay, she's like, enough. Stop harassing me. Yeah, she's the best girl in the whole world, isn't she? Here we have a beautiful, let me see if I can get a non-reflective version of it. Oh, I don't know, can I? But we'll try our best. This is a print that I framed from my beautiful friend and extremely skilled printmaker, Eileen McCann Art. Here we have a window looking out. Let me see, can you see sheep? Yes, you can. Here's our little neighbours grazing away. And here's a kind of a pile of sort of shame. This is a fiddly fig, and she's quite tall. We like her. This is cardboard bubble wrap, so it's like eco-friendly bubble wrap. Here I just have loads of canvases. Back there, hidden away, is my cricket but I very rarely use my Cricut, so that's why it kind of lives there. More window. Here we have a painting that I did. It's in oils. I did it years ago, but I really like it. We have a big old easel, and we have a smaller easel, and then behind that is a piece from, well, let's see if we can move you. It's a print from Lee Alexson. And then we have my printer. She looks very dusty, but she's fine. She's fine. You know, we live. Oh, and underneath here I have my scanner. So my printer and scanner live in this little corner. I'd like to get sometime maybe like a little cabinet or something and have stuff inside there and then set the printer on top of it. This is a crochet blanket by me, and this is another crochet blanket by me. I always get asked what pattern this is. I think it's like, I always say Happy Tree Friends. It's something along that. Obviously it's not Happy Tree Friends because that's like that stupid cartoon we all watched when we were edgy teenagers, but it's something like Tree Friends crochet pattern. It's a free pattern, and if you Google that, I'm sure you'll find it. We have more windows looking out into our front garden. We have a candle, a peppermonia plant, I think. We have, these are my wedding flowers, dried and chilling there. This is a cross stitch of a Luna moth that I did. We have this lamp from IKEA. We have the current cross stitch project I'm working on. I'll show you her. It's really, it's full coverage, so it's a lot of detail and work, and I haven't really been in the mood to work on it lately. So it's a very long-term project. But yes, each square, blue square here, that's 100 stitches in one of those because it's 10 by 10. So as you can see, in this whole section, that's only 25% of it, so quite a lot. So that's just where I keep all the threads, and then this is a Lowry work stand that I use. And then we have Felix windows, the light for the room, and over here we have this little ceramic. Let me see if I can focus it better. Here we go. It's a little thatched cottage. She rings, and I've hung that up there. My friend Anna gave that to me from when she worked at a little stall selling them. Love you, Anna, you're the best. Here we have I use this to burn incense. I love incense, smelly things. More window, and as you can see, springtime. We have some snowdrops in the garden, so that's a bit more joy. And then I will come to the desk. We will save the best for last, but these are where I do a load of storage. So I'm going to come over here and go underneath here. I have cutting mats galore down here and an oil paper pad. Here is more tripods. This is what I use when I film with my camera on my desk, so that I film top down and this clamps on. This is my sewing machine. Here we have tons and tons of books that are all kind of art related in general. And then down here we have packaging supplies. It's going to be the main theme here. Here we have more books, and we have some D&D books. A lot of these are picture books and art books and stuff, so that's fine. We have my iron. We have more packaging. And then down here, this is where I keep my bookmarks. We have my envelopes and my sticky collab sticker sheets. Then we have more packaging, again more packaging, saddlebags, paper. These are like big old sketchbooks that I have. In here we have my prints. So this is where I actually store all my prints. I don't have a great setup going on here, but it does the job. So we have all my A5 ones underneath down here, and these are all my A4 ones. This is such a cute print. I love this one. It's a Patreon print, so if you are wondering where you can get it. Here we have all of my stickers. This is this month's sticker. I love it. You saw me painting this on my channel. And here's another one that I love. My shiny magpies. I love the shiny magpies. Look at it glittery there. So yes, these are all my stickers. And the reason why I have them kind of set up like this is because I do markets. It's easier to just kind of keep them in this format almost. Over here we have these are some of the Tate books. So I'm working, I use these to reference off, kind of gave me some ideas for the Tate book that I'm working on. Here we have some completed sketchbooks. Most of these are completed, and then these are 2 completed hobonichis and a traveler's journal. So I think the only ones that are incomplete are, this journal is empty, this one's not finished, and this sketchbook's not finished. Here, I'm not going to take this out because it's fairly well packed, as you can see, but like you can see I keep all of my DMC embroidery threads here, and I have them all organised and wound up into bobbins. They're all organised by number. I have some felt, I have a mini sewing box, I have a ruler, more DMC, and then this is my actual sewing box full of sewing supplies. It's very chaotic. I don't know. Do you want to even see what's in there? Then we move on. These are more art supplies, so this is probably what you're more interested in. These are the Ohuhu Maui ones. They're kind of like Tombos in that they're water-based. I don't really like these a whole lot. I really want to try the alcohol markers, but they're expensive, so I thought maybe these would sort of itch that for me, but I want to try alcohol markers more because I used to be a big Copic girl when I was a teenager. Here we have my Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. These are my Christmas present. These are Caran d'Ache watercolor pencils, and then if you have watched me at all, you know that I'm a big fan of the Shinhan Pass hybrid paints, so that's a full set of them. Here we have, this is full of just like loads of random pens and stuff like that. I made this pencil case. It's the Center Street quilts pattern, if you're interested. So yes, it's just full of like, oh, what's the word for it? Like, we have mild liners, gel pens, Crayola. You know, these are all kind of like journaling supplies mostly, as opposed to art supplies. And then we have a few of these wooden block plywood panels from Jackson's. I like doing originals on these every now and again. We have this lovely leather bound sketchbook that my husband got for me for my birthday. I think that was actually for my 21st birthday, so like 9 years ago. And then this is a handmade journal. I used to be into making like bookbinding and making handmade journals and stuff, so this is it. I don't think I've done much in this. Yeah, there's like nothing in it, but it's cute and I like it. Here I have like 1,000,001 of these. These are what I use for my originals tier on Patreon. These are the Strathmore mixed media paper. So I have loads of these because I do a few of these every month on those ones. This is a sketchbooky type journal thing that I got in a market a billion years ago. And it's empty also. This is a Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. Empty also. See, a lot of these are empty, so this is kind of where I'll reach for new pieces once my other sketchbooks are filled. This is just a journal that my mommy got for me, also like 1,000,000 years ago. This is, I think this is actually a scrapbook, but it says nice brown paper, so I used to do work in that and I didn't throw it out. Here we have hot pressed watercolor paper, and then we have cold pressed watercolor paper. The Arches cold pressed watercolor paper is like my favorite, so that's the one that I use the most. Here we have a random canvas panel that's really cheap. It was €2 apparently. So I have that one, and I have some rough grain watercolor paper as well. And then these are 2 other Arches cold pressed paper. So that's all my papers and stuff. And This is the One Colour by One's Colour Carol. So that's the brand of pair this is. I got this in Japan, so that's why I'm not too sure what it is or how it works, but yeah, that's where all the shavings go in. This is a box of Art X acrylic markers, Auto Orange Stationery Sketchbook, Jackson's Art Sketchbook, one of those little holder things, mix more of that Stramore mixed media paper, Auto Orange Sketchbook, Royal Talon Sketchbook, another Auto Orange Sketchbook, another Royal Talon Sketchbook, and my most recently completed sketchbook, which is a Royal Talons one. So you saw that video of me flipping through that sketchbook. Then the final one is lots of more panels. I'm just gonna kind of clump these all together. These are all wood panels, etc., of different varieties that I paint on when I feel the need. And then here I have a paint squeeze tuber. I've shown how this works before, but you stick the paint in there, twist the thing, and it helps squeeze the paint out. I'll show you, this one has been squeezed before. So, time to noticing how dusty it is here. Please ignore the dust. This is a box full of spare paints. These are pretty much all gouache, apart from the one or two acrylic gouache. But yeah, spare paints. And then I have here, this is my travel kit basically. This is the You Go, and I think there's like slots in here basically. Let me see if I can open it up. Like a little travel palette pochade thing. It's really good quality, but I don't know, I keep trying to get into, what's the word, plein air painting, but I struggle to get into it. I don't know why. And to go along with that, this is a very old box of gouache that I have, and this used to be my travel palette. Very dried up, as you can see. I don't think I've touched this in a couple of years, but and that's just pretty much all Winsor & Newton gouache inside of that one. Then finally is these. Before I started using gouache, I used watercolour mainly, and what I mainly used was these ones, and these are the Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolour paints. Kuretake, let me see. Oh, Kuretake. And they're very good watercolours, I will say that much. Yeah, it's my big old set of them. You can see that this white is almost gone. We've hit pan on a lot of them, so they did get very well used. And I'll never throw them out because they're very good watercolours. I just prefer gouache for my own work there. So that's my little bookshelves of storage. The system that I use, oh, I forget that I just got all these from IKEA. It's one of those like systems that you can like build yourself on the website. And I went for a pink and green theme, clearly, because pink and green is kind of me. Finally, this is just a big ass ruler for quilting and sewing. Then we move on to the desk. My husband has brought me tea. Thank you, husband. So this is just an IKEA desk with the Alex drawers. And this is like their pegboard system, and all I've done is spray painted it different colours. So that's my kind of setup there. This is a desk chair I got from Wayfair, and I cannot remember what it's called. It's not that good though, so I don't think I'd recommend it. We'll start off here. These are more dried flowers that I got for my birthday a few years ago from my husband. This is a BenQ lamp. I really recommend the lamp, but mine is broken, so it's just held together with like packing tape. So yeah, but it is a really good lamp. I really like it. I just kind of wish mine wasn't broken. Then here is my setup. So again, these are all just pegboards from IKEA that have been spray painted. I spray painted them myself. So here we have all my brushes, and then I have most of my mixed media stuff sorted by colour. So I have all my different red pens, red eco lines. I might get rid of the eco lines because I never really use them. Poscas, and then yellow, greens, blues, purples, pinks, browns, and greys, blacks and whites. Here we have a mofusan that I got in Japan, and then this is a Totoro that my friend John, who lived in Japan for a year, got for me as well. And then we have all of my main colours of paints. So we've got white, permanent yellow deep, we've got a red, vermilion, oh this is orange lake deep, vermilion, opera, smalt blue, Prussian blue, navy blue, sap green, olive green, burnt umber, burnt sienna, and then we have perlene black. So that is my whole set up. And then we move on to the desktop itself. So I'm gonna sit down on my squeaky ass chair. This is my computer. It is an iMac, clearly. And on top of it we have yet another mofusan and yet another mofusan. As you can tell, I like mofusan. This is my calendar. We love mofusan. Yeah, mofusan. I love mofusan so much. Sorry. Did I mention I really like mofusan? Yeah, this is just a pink, what's it called? iMac. I got it using pension money from my old corporate job instead of actually keeping my pension. Probably not the soundest financial decision, but I get so much use out of it. My keyboard is a mechanical keyboard that I built myself. I think the base is an Ipo maker. Keycaps are from Amazon, I believe, and the switches are, these are Halu switches. I really enjoyed building this keyboard, but I'm kind of tempted to try and build another one because I just enjoyed the process and I'd like a new one to change up the look, but we'll see. And my mouse is just a regular iMac mouse. Is currently charging. This is this year's current Hobonichi. All shiny glittery tabs in it. I'm going to show you inside there. Personal. This is a desk mat that I got. I just got this today. It's nice and pink, matches the vibe. I got it because this doesn't look very pretty when I'm filming. My desk is all scratched up because I've had it for like 6 years, I think. So it's pretty battered and bruised, but it does the job. So I'm not going to get rid of the actual desktop, but we're going to make it look a little bit more aesthetic by getting this. This is the acrylic marker set from Artex. These are like non-push pin ones, so I'm actually going to be testing these out for review today, so there'll be a video on that. This is a big ass claw clip. We loved that one. These are my AirPods in a little ditto case, but his eyes have rubbed off, so it's kind of weird. But yes, also a Japan pine. This is my phone with a lovely, this keychain is from Angel Jewels on Etsy, and my froggy phone case is from Casetify. And this little guy here is from Japan. He's a little Totoro. This is my cup on tea that my husband brought me. And then here, this is just a patchwork bag that I made during college out of scrap fabrics, but it houses all my current knitting projects. So I just finished my iris pullover. So today I will be starting a new one. It's the Fortuna's wheel pullover. And now, into the drawers. This is actually the stand that, remember I showed you over there? It's the thing that my phone attaches to. This is the stand that it like slots in here, and then I can go over. I used to have a thing to tighten it, but that fell off, and an animal probably knocked it under the couch, so don't know where it's gone, but whatever. Then into the drawers. This is when things get significantly less aesthetic. And now I'm not going to go through everything in these drawers. I'm just going to kind of quickly talk through them. But this is my wonderful cup that I used to hold my water. For painting, it's like a Molotow. Used to hold Molotow paint pens. This is we have a few different pencil paros. We have some mechanical pencils. These are all pilot ones, apart from this one, which is Uni by Mitsubishi. Here's my palette, paint palette that you've seen many a time. Here's my crusty towel that you've seen many a time. And here is my travel pad. You see, we call it a travel pad, but it's just basically a paint palette, you know. You've also seen many a time. And then we have loads of little like novelty rubbers that I got when I was in Japan. So, and then in here, these are Shinhan Pass Squash paints. I think that's the set of 24B that you're looking at. Then here we have more paints. So these are all acrylic paints. As you can see, this is my acrylic palette, so she doesn't get washed, she just builds up. And it is the lid of a Caran d'Ache Neo Colour set. So these are all, this is a big set that I got for Christmas one year of, this is a big set of whole bean acrylic wash. And then I have just kind of random acrylic washes that I've gotten throughout the years as well, all on the side here. In there you can see these are the poster colours by Knicker. So these are the, let me see, I'll turn you upside down, there you go. Knicker poster colours. It's funny because knickers here means underwear. So I was thinking pants. Those ones are the ones that are used in Studio Ghibli films. That's what I was going to say. And that's how I first kind of got into straying away from gouache. Straying away from watercolour and into gouache was using those poster colours. They're really nice. They're just expensive and hard to get a hold of, so that's why I don't really use them as much anymore. In this drawer is all my technical things. So I have my charger for my camera battery, I have my iPad, I have my MacBook laptop, I have my steel ruler, the keyboard that came with my iMac. These are cases for my iPad and my MacBook. And then we just have loads of chargers and wires and connectors and all that. So that's very much my tech drawer. Then this is a journaling drawer basically. So I have a big sticker book full of stickers and sticker sheets. This is a little pencil case I got when I was in Japan. I thought it looked kind of cool. And these are some pens. I think these are friction pens, but they're in cute pastel colours. And then here's all my washi tapes. And inside this is, these are my Tombos. I keep all my Tombos in here. This is my Canon selfie. This prints out little square photos and they're also stickers, so it's good for journaling, but I have no more paper left. Again, very important, Mofu-san. And then these are my tarot cards. I use the Newman White deck from Alba BG and I love them, they're very cute. And then here's like a drawer of miscellaneous stuff. So we have a lot of knitting supplies here. These are my Chaogu mini set. This is full of circular needles. Got stitch markers, glue, sock blockers, embroidery hoops. We have this, which is glorious and I will never be rid of it in my entire life. It's a like very thick heavy ball. What does it say on it? Physics gear sport. If you ever have like a knot in your back, stick this ball between your back and the wall and then just roll on it like a bear scratching a tree. And it's, oh, it's really painful, but it works at getting those muscles out. These are a set of interchangeable needles that I got from my mammy as a birthday present a few years ago. But I've since upgraded to a set of Chaogu ones, but I still do use these because I don't have all the size in the Chaogu ones. These may look like teacaps, but they're actually the pans for my travel palette that we looked at. Sock blockers, straight needles. This is a loom mending kit in a whole bunchy bag. So that is for that one. Here we have an extension lead. Very exciting. Here we have my bin, and we also have a external drive just hanging out there. It shouldn't be, but you know, it is. And then this drawer is more so filled with random stuff. Those are plane tickets because I'll like sometimes keep stuff for journaling. So this is like, we went skiing in Majorfin with our friends. And I have my ski pass, choo-choo, scissor towel, fountain pens, scissors. This is like removing lint and pet hair from my trousers. Loads of glue sticks. We have some patchouli, nagchampa, incense. And we have all of my inks as well. So this is just very much random stuff that I kind of reach for semi-often. And then we have inks. So that is... In here then, you've seen me open this drawer 1,000,001 times, I'm certain. These are the light wish oil pastels I just reviewed. And then we have all of my kind of pastels. These are Mungyo Gallery, these are my Neo colours. Zenalier, they're all just kind of scattered around and I kind of just root around and find. I could do a better job at organising these ones, but I'll probably reach for the light wish ones the majority of the time because I do quite like them. And in here, this is a little basket filled with all of my oil paints, which you've seen me chat a lot about before. Oh no, I got oil paints on my hand. This is my unclean oil paint palette. So we're going to move that out of the way before I get dirty anymore. This is an old phone. This is my old phone. It's an Android. It's a OnePlus. I really like them, but it just got really old. So I upgraded an iPhone, but I still keep it because the there's like a cross-stitch app that's only available on Android, so I keep it just for that cross-stitch app alone. These are the Uni Oil Soft Pastel Landscape set in the half pans. We have some palette knives, we have all of my pan pastels, and then we have all of my sort of soft pastels and then the sponges for mixing. And then this is my Gamblin I showed you earlier, my solvent for mixing, and you can see all the pigment is settled at the bottom, so I just keep reusing it. And then this is my OG watercolor palette that I used when I was a teenager. You might be able to tell from the fact that I've deco-denned it, because are you really a teenage girl and telling me if you don't deco-den your phone case? I deco-den my phone case actually as well, and everyone was like, why do you have such an awkward phone case? This is like a Winsor & Newton watercolor palette, and as you can see it's very, very, very worn, but I still keep it. It's good memories, and I remember I like exclusive used the brush that came along with it as well. Yeah, so that served me well throughout secondary school. This is like a little thing that you can clip on to, remember I showed you my travel kind of pochette box. You can clip these on, you can have your solvents or a little bit of water in there. I think I have some more, yeah, I just have this. This is linseed oil, and I never really figured out how to use it properly. And then that is like a folded pencil case. Then this one, there's like vague categories for each of these. This is sort of like printmaking. So if you saw on my Patreon me trying to do printmaking, this was one of the sketches I did for it. And we have some lino, I have some schminke, printing inks. I have a print cutter. I also have this gloss varnish. I have gold printing ink from Speedball, and I have wood blocks for printing. This is just full of like rip-off mild liners. I think they're called milk liners. I see. Can I get you to focus? Yeah, milk liners. And it's funny because I have it in a milk pencil case. I think I got them off like Wish or something like that, like years ago. These are little Ghibli keyrings. And then we have all of my Poscas. So I used to be big into Poscas. So this is my collection of Poscas. And then we have the final drawer. Now I actually don't think I can show you a whole bunch of what's in here, honestly, because we have some of my work for the Tate in here. I gotta be careful. So we have just plain printer paper. That's all Tate work. And see if we can show you non-Tate work. Yeah, pretty much all this is like originals for my work for the Tate. And then we have some dragon's blood incense, and more dragon's blood incense, and Buddha blessings incense, yeah, and some washi tapes that my friend Saka gave me They're too precious to be used normally, you know. Oh, I also have this unfinished cross-stitch project. And it's actually very close to being finished, but it just isn't currently finished because I ran out of the light and dark green. So this is it. This is by L Forest Embroidery, the pattern. I don't remember what it's actually called, but yeah. This will be really pretty when it's done. I'm doing it on a 36 count linen, I think, or 32 count linen. So yeah, I just have that folded away in there for when I do eventually return to it, because it is going to be very pretty. Let you see all the juicy strawberry details. I kind of wished I used their hand-dyed flosses for it, because they're slightly variegated, so it looks so much prettier, but I like it in real life as well. But yeah, that is it. So my friends, that is it for my studio tour. I hope you enjoyed kind of getting a sneak peek into my secret ways of making art. I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some storage solutions. No, you probably shouldn't. But yeah. That is my studio. This is by far my favourite room in the house, because this is where I spend all my time, and it's pink and it's happy, and even I didn't show you, but the blinds are pink as well, which is very key detail. I also want to clarify, this is like the biggest room in my entire house as well. My house is a cottage, so don't be fooled when you see this room thinking I live in a mansion. I don't. I only have one bathroom. I sleep upstairs and I have to walk all the way downstairs to the other side of the house to pee at night time. So yeah, that's how not fancy my house actually is. But yes, I hope you have a fantastic day and enjoyed watching this video. And if you would like to stick around, please drop a little like and subscribe where you can. Anyways, I hope you have the loveliest day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!